Hello and welcome to SIBO Volatility 411. My name is Dan Deming and I'm a KKM Financial. Well, we're seeing the VIX cash pushing up here as the SPX is selling off, pushing that 1% realized volatility bound today. And the VIX cash is trading at just under a 1-month high, currently right around 19.70. Intraday high of 20.77, and as I mentioned, that's just under a 1-month high. As we're moving through quadruple expiration, so there's the potential for some volatility here as we move towards the second half of today's trading session. Looking at realized volatility, no question it has picked up the last couple of days, but over the last 19 trading sessions, we still have not realized a close outside of a 1% realized bound. Potentially, we might violate that today. We'll have to see, and I think that's a reason why we're seeing volatility expectations picking up here somewhat. Looking at the at-the-money straddle in the SPX, that's pushing higher. It's a 14% reading right now, up from 12 a week ago. And we're seeing the skew factor holding firm at basically just right around 52-week highs at 161. Roll market on the VIX futures, seeing that narrow here today as the market's giving up some ground. We're seeing the term structure flattening out, and we're seeing the curve flatten as well. July through August now, that's the lead roll market. We're seeing that at $1.20 in 20 cents today. And if you look at the futures markets, October through December, a very flat term structure here today. Looking at VVIX, measure implied volatility in the VIX options, 125. That's basically the top end of the range here for the last month. We have seen volatility expectations in the VIX options increase over the last 3 weeks. Really throughout the month of June, it's been in a steady upward trend. And the most active activity today in the VIX options, at the money options in July, basically at and just out of the money calls and puts highlighted by the July 17 puts. We did see 35,000 of those trade today. Next week, we have some interesting dynamics as we are now moving through the Fed announcement and the market's digesting that. We're seeing quite some volatility within the commodity space. Will that spill over into the equity space? We'll have to see if that plays out. We have some data points, but also I want to point out the sector rotation within the equity markets, I think, is also leading to the potential for an increase in volatility.